Good morning, soccer friends, family, and fans to rainy and overcast Saginaw, Michigan for Day 2 of the 2024 MSY Spring State Cup Finals. Good morning, I'm Robert Kerr, pleased to be with you on alongside Sports Video USA, being streamed live and archived on the MSYSA YouTube channel. Be with you the rest of the day here on 7. You're tuned into the U15 Elite State Cup Final between MFA Revolution 09 and Michigan Tigers FC Elite. On the field in front of you, Revolution led by head coach George Monty in the all whites, going from left to right, and in the dark blue and the gray shoulders from right to left is the Michigan Tigers led by head coach Barry Scott. We got some storied teams here with the past two champions facing off against each other, even though they've never actually competed. Team in blue, the Tigers, the 2022 champions, and in the white, the Revs, the 2023 champions. So we should have a good match in store, and we're underway here. Like I said, I'm Robert Kerr, proud to be alongside Sports Video USA on the MSYSA YouTube channel. As Revolution are on the front foot first here, and we have our first corner of the day in that far right-hand side. MFA Revolution, first corner of the day. Taken quickly and short, dribbling into the box, some penetration along the baseline. And eventually the Tigers defense does enough to have that roll over the end line for a Michigan Tigers goal kick. In goal for the Tigers, Leandro Camarena. Field players starting in this State Cup final. Number 1, Keating Holland. 6, Stefanos Fashatsian. Left-footed attempt on goal roll into Camarena's mitts. Continuing with the starting lineup for the Tigers. Number 3, Milo Peterson. Number 14, Ben Pelowski. Number 18, Ben Zampi. Number 11, Patrick Sawyer. As the Tigers get into the Revolution box for the first time early in this match. As it's misty, rainy here in Saginaw. Continuing with the Tigers starting lineup. 11 is Patrick Sawyer. Number 12, Josh Silva. Number 10, Kato Yoshida. Number 5, Quinn Collins. And number 44, Henry Fuse. And number 14, Ben Pelowski is captaining the side as the Tigers have their first corner. Right footer floated, but it goes harmlessly behind the Revolution goal. Starting for the Revolution, going from left to right, is goalkeeper Luke Koshman. Number 44, Memphis Connor. Number 2, Levi Gunnell. Number 13, Hudson Hall. 21, Peyton Dragoo. Number 5, Alexander Moni. Number 8, Trey Kernow. Number 10, Noah Peterson. Number 19, Alistair Allen. Number 16, Trier Fritz. And 11, leading the line, Levi Rodriguez. And I said the last 2 years champions facing off against each other for the first time. Their road to the final for the Revolution in white in the quarterfinals, they got a 1-0 victory over Liverpool FC Ann Arbor. And in the semifinals, they went on to a big 6-0 win against Pato's Magic. The Ann Arbor-based team won a couple tight ones to get here. A 1-0 win over North Oakland Liverpool, with the lone goal coming from Keating Holland. And in the semi, a 2-0 win over Michigan Stars. Revolution worked their way down the left-hand side, down that touchline. Cross coming in. There's a couple targets. Number 11 gets a foot on it, and it's the first goal of the game that squirted past Camarena. And in the 3rd minute, Revolution are on the board. That's number 11, Levi Rodriguez, opens the scoring here in the U15 Elite State Cup Final. Yeah, that slippery ball deflected by number 11 on the Revolution, and it just slipped by goalkeeper Leandro Camarena. And it's 1-0 early in the 3rd minute here in the State Cup Final. So what will the answer be from these Michigan Tigers? Deficit early. Goals change games, and this game has been changed moments after kickoff here. We're going to have to navigate these conditions as it is slick out here. That, in fact, was the first goal this Michigan Tigers team has conceded in this competition. They've scored 18 and conceded none thus far, has Barry Scott's team. So see how they react to a different set of circumstances here in the Cup run. Revolution looking for more down this right-hand side. That's 16, Trier Fritz, battling for that ball on this right-hand side. Having to make some adjustments here in the broadcast booth as the rain is starting to come in and get our stuff wet. As the action continues on the field, that's Revolution putting some early pressure on these Tigers. Forecast was a little misleading for us today. It looked like the rain had passed and just rained overnight, but looks like this is going to be something that affects the match play. Already has with that opening goal. It probably doesn't happen with dry conditions. East versus West battle here with Revolution hailing from Grand Rapids, led by longtime coach George Money. A little note about Coach Money leading the Revolution. He been here many, many times, and in fact, in 2018, he lost 3 finals in the same day, but then came back the next year and won 3 State Cup finals. So anything can happen in these finals. We saw some comebacks in day 1 of these finals yesterday. Can the Tigers turn around this 1-goal deficit? Here come the Revolution driving in from that left-hand side again. In on goal. And poked away at the last moment for a Revolution corner. You're getting some early joy down that left-hand flank. Driving in, getting baseline, and cutting towards the goal. And that's where that first goal of the game did come from as well. Lots of bodies in the box to contend with through the Tigers. Looks like it'll be a in-swing right footer. Nice delivery. Cleared away by Tigers number 12. Left-footed strike. Rolls left of the Tigers net. It's just about 7 minutes in of this 40-minute half in this U15 final. As that's looking long for Keita. Or Kato. Yoshida. The call goes against Yoshida. Some good tackling here in the middle of the park, but that one a little bit late from number 5 for the Tigers, as that's called for a foul. That was Quinn Collins. Maybe just missed timing a little bit. There was a couple robust challenges in that sequence. These players having to deal with conditions. Many of these teams. I know Revolution play on turf more often than not, and the grass here plays a little bit differently. That's sent looking for Keating Holland. And here's number 44 for the Tigers, driving into the Revolution box, looking for their first threat, their first chance of the game. Dribbling through, here's Yoshida. And his right-footed effort goes just over the bar. Good response, though, by the Tigers. Created well. Got some penetration into the attacking third on the right. Some good footwork to get around a couple defenders there. Finish, though, just about 6 inches too high from Yoshida, who scored one of the key goals in their 2-0 win in the semifinals to get to this stage. I think that was Keating Holland, the number 1 for the Tigers, that got into the box on that right-hand side. Interesting mesh, different formations employed by these coaches. That's Holland getting a call right on the edge of the box. Center referee Jeremy Schultz on the scene to make that call. Keating Holland looked like he was going to make his way past the defense into the box, but was dragged down by the Revolution defense. Looks like Kato Yoshida will likely take this. His effort just moments ago went over the bar of Luke Koshman. Left-footed strike, though, came from number 14. Hit the wall, though. Ben Pulowski, the captain, taking that with his left. And it didn't leave the box immediately, eventually cleared by the Revs. Good combo there when that's 1-2. Makes its way down the right. Getting into the Revolution box. Tries to cross. Blocked by the big number 5, Alexander Moni. Under pressure there on that far side. Sent safely out of bounds there by the right-sided defender for the Tigers. Both of these teams set to advance to the regional championships. The winner gets an automatic bid. And in a quirk to the invitations, MSYSA was awarded the wild card as Ohio departed the region. So both of these teams, the winner obviously getting the bid and the wild card bid going for the runner-up. So both teams heading to Kansas in 3 weeks' time. Good defense there to get that ball away. Looking to move quickly from the Tigers. They're employing a bit of a 4-3-3 formation in Arbor-based team. Well, Coach Moni and the Revs putting together more of a 4-2-3-1. Score reads 1-0 in favor of the team in white, going from left to right. Tigers, though, with a couple chances in response. And here come the Revs down that left-hand side. Cutting in on his right foot. Low-driven shot. Bounces off the keeper. And cleared. Tigers look to go long. That surely offside. The last two champions here facing off each other as here come the Tigers, looking to equalize. Left-footed strike into the arms of goalkeeper Luke Koshman. Tigers definitely look capable of putting some goals on the board. They've had 2-3 chances already since going down early. Long ball deflected to the side. Attempted to keep it in, did the number 14, the captain, Ben Pawlowski. Ishida. Kind of miskicked that and popped that in there, looking for the number 44 on the right-hand side, Henry Fuse. Our center referee, Jeremy Schultz, is assisted by David Koster and Elijah Kraft here today. Here's Keating. Back to Yoshida, back to Keating. Good combo down the right-hand side, but good, strong tackle from the Revs defense. Looking long down the left, but a little too heavy. It goes out of play on that far side in front of the Revolution cheering section. Rides a few challenges and goes between a few players, does Trey Kurnow, and that's another close opportunity for the Revs. Goalkeeper Leo Camarena, happy to see that roll across his goal and not in. Both teams showing why they're former champs here. This Revolution side undefeated in their spring season so far in both cup and league play. Revolution the 2023 champs. These Tigers the 2022 champs. He's prodded up in the air by number 11, Levi Rodriguez, the goal scorer today. Here come the Tigers. Nice pass central. The return pass doesn't make it to its destination. That ball makes us all the way to the left. Pawlowski gets in behind the defender. Cuts to the left. Gets baseline. And the Revolution defender did very well to shepherd that ball and the attacker over the line for a set piece. Coach Barry Scott encouraging his team to take their shooting opportunities. If you're just tuning in, my name's Robert Kerr alongside the Sports Video USA crew, bringing you MSY SA State Cup Finals 2024 edition here on the MSYSA YouTube channel. You can watch this live or come back and watch it later. It's being archived on the channel. There's space down the left-hand side, but before he can make the pass, it's tripped up on the halfway line. Looks like we'll have our first yellow card of the game. That's number 5, Alexander Moni. Quinn. Collins, center back for this Tiger side, kind of flexing his leg after being taken down there. Diagonally taken ball, headed up by the Revs defense. Might come to Keating. Deflected centrally. Sprayed wide to the left to Rodriguez. He gets around his defender, driving into the box. crosses it centrally, left-footed strike, and that's in the net. Trier Fritz with the second goal of the game, and the Revolution go up 2-0. Under 20 minutes gone here in the first half of the U15 Elite State Cup Final, and the score reads 2-0 in favor of the Revolution. Assist from Levi Rodriguez on that one. He's both assisted and put it in the net now. Trier Fritz with the finish. So 20 minutes gone, just under, I think. 2-0 to the team in white, going from left to right. Rodriguez with the early one and an assisting just moments ago to Trier Fritz of the Revolution. Tough task on their hands. We saw comebacks yesterday. Can the Tigers do it? They look capable of scoring goals if they keep playing the way they have. They've had opportunity to get at least one so far. Yoshida knocked the best chance for the Tigers over the bar shortly after they went down 1-0. 2-0 deficit. What can they do? They'll want to get at least one before the break. Not let any more in. Is a turnover in the attacking half. Tigers looking for an option. Here's Keating. Or Pulowski, my apologies. 11 is Sawyer. The ball doesn't quite get back to him, though, as the goalkeeper has to make a play on the ball. Left-footed clearance. The ball's in the box there for the Tigers. It's bouncing there. And they're calling offside there against the Tigers. We feel the Tigers do have goals in them. My apologies, I was miscalling Ben Pulowski for number 1, Keating Holland. For the Tigers, can get that straightened out. As the back line is under pressure here, having to play back to their goalie. Camarena has his pass cut out in the middle of the park. Pulowski gets the whistle. He was kind of shrugged off that bouncing ball there by the Revolution player, but gets the whistle. And it looks like we're going to have a momentary delay here as Levi Rodriguez looks like to have a bloody nose, and he's having to receive some treatment, get some cotton wool stuffed up his nose or something like that. For those just tuning in, this is Field 7, and this matchup is the U18 Elite State Cup Final, and they play on without Rodriguez. He's looking to get that bleeding stopped, and this is into the box. Keating Holland trying to get around that defender. Defender did really well there to keep his body in the way. Gets the foul. Looked like fair play. I mean, a good tackle. He gets the whistle. But Keating Holland definitely looks like a scrapper. And it looks like something odd just happened there where there might have been a free kick called, played it, and the Tigers coach is saying that they played it and then picked it up. But it looks like we're going to... But much ado about nothing as Rodriguez comes back in the game. Unusual situation, but we play on. We've seen situations like that play out at the top level, so can't be too hard on the referee here. I think a Premier League situation had that in a Liverpool game where They picked it up after it had been played and pretended like they hadn't restarted the game as Revolution gets some more joy down that left-hand side. Going baseline. He's got options in front of the goal. Pass doesn't quite make it back to Rodriguez. That was another dangerous situation there. Good 1-2 combination there. And a tackle from behind is called. And that's not a yellow. It looked a bit naughty from behind going to ground. The Revolution player. I think that was the number 10, Noah Peterson. That's Pedersen. Apologies. Looks like there's double substitution coming from the team with the lead. Like Rodriguez and Alistair Allen, the number 19, coming out. Looks like 73, Mason Bonema in the park. I'll try to get that other one in there. That ball popping around in the top of the Revolution box. That ball bounces over the Tiger midfielder, and this could be trouble. They don't deal with it. Tigers seem to have for the moment. Tackle from behind was enough to force the bad play, and it looks like that's going to be a goal kick. Didn't get that shout early enough, you don't think? Revolution trying to work their way down the right-hand side now. Yoshida, nice touch to get away from two defenders. Tries to slip in number 11. Patrick Sawyer made a nice run down the left flank. The pass to him was cut out. Might have another substitution coming from the Revolution. Number 44 coming off. That's Memphis Connor. Tiger subs are warming up, but not ready to come in just yet. Sawyer waiting to throw. The new Revs sub into the game. Called into action immediately as the ball was thrown in his direction. He takes it. Haven't seen his number yet, though. Looks like number 9, Carson Wingate. Refs clear from the top of their box. Under a bit of pressure here from the Tigers. Tigers come down the left. Cross. It's a dangerous one. It pops up. Oh! Looked for a moment that the Tigers would get on the board. That was Henry Fuse getting in on the end of that deflected cross. But it falls into the arms of goalkeeper Luke Koshman. And the score remains 2-0 to the Revolution. If you're just tuning in, Revolution are in the white from left to right on your screen. And Michigan Tigers from right to left in the dark blue and the gray sleeves. Now here come the first Tiger substitutions of the match. I think number 17, Leaf Luzana. And then number 20, Maverick Bazzi. And number 43, Jaden Bennett, all checking into the match here, as there's been about just over 27 minutes played. Coming off is Sawyer, Zampi, and Feshatzian. And here's a free kick, though, from a dangerous position. There's a Revolution player checking in as well. Lots of new players. Here's Yoshida with the right foot over the wall. Streaking run. Almost connects number 12 for the Tigers. Josh Silva made a great run. It was a nice ball chipped in over the defense, but couldn't quite get the decisive connection on the ball there at that back post. Tigers definitely creating opportunities to get themselves on the board. Just over 10 minutes remaining in this first half of this U15 Elite State Cup final. Exciting action thus far. Only one team with the goals as it stands, though. Coach Barry Scott posted up pretty close to us here in the broadcast booth, telling his team that they need to retain their possession. Just can't allow turnovers and counterattacks. Whistle goes in favor of the Tigers. There's plenty of contact in that sequence. Free kick taken. I was looking for Holland. Free kick goes against the Tigers now. This referee saw a foul there at the top of the Revolution box. Different kind of energy now. It's changed a little bit. Both sides making many subs here in the last few moments. Strong header away from the Tiger center back. They hadn't conceded any goals to this point, and they've conceded 2 here in this first half. That's Rodriguez. Puts in a left-footed effort. The goalkeeper, Leandro Camarena. Up to the task there. Left-footed punt. Looking for Holland. Unable to retain it, though. And here come the Revolution down that left side. Looking for a central run. Defended away for the moment. Revolution get on the ball, though. Down in the right-hand corner. That's Mason Bonema on that right-hand side, forcing the action for the Revs. And Tigers trying to get it out of their half. Here's Yoshida. His teammate plays it up the middle, looking for Holland. Doesn't connect, and the Revolution look to keep that ball in bounds, but it's kind of smashed and spins out of bounds there on the far side to field number 6. You're tuning in. This is coverage of Field 7 action. This is the U15 Elite between the past 2 champions of this level. Michigan Tigers in dark blue and gray, and the Revolution in all white. And the Revolution with a 2-0 lead here in the first half. Tigers throw it down the line. Unable to retain possession. Keating Holland goes around one and tumbles over, gets back up. But the whistle goes against the Tigers. Didn't see any contact there, though. But the linesman put his flag up immediately. Mahamadou Kouyaté on for the Tigers now, amongst the many subs here in the last few minutes of the match. Kouyaté gets bypast him. Yoshida tries to tackle, but Revolution looking left, spins off the wet surface and out for a goal kick. Here comes a Revolution sub. Going off is number 16, Trier Fritz, the scorer of the second Revolution goal.
Put it together. Nice crisp passes. Shots on goal.
Short goal kick taken. The new Revolution player, number 6, Sebastian Salgado. Some good tackling here in front of us. Number 73, Mason Bonema. Playing along the back, trying to swing it around. Not moving it too quickly. They're getting closed down. Sent down the line. Knock on doesn't quite work out. It goes out. Just over 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half of this U15 State Cup final. Left-footed punt. Goes across halfway, and the knock-on almost went for number 20, but he's able to get on the ball here, throw it in quickly. Kato Yoshida, who gets by a defender, but is taken down in the same sequence. That's going to be a free kick. We'll give him an opportunity for a right-footing in-swinger. Into the box. The bench really wanted a short one. Didn't happen, but it's into the box. Keating Holland goes off the post and in. It's a scrappy one, but it goes in. Tigers get themselves back in the game. It's 2-1 here in the first half. And it looks like it was number 20 on the back stick. Maverick Bazzi getting his team back in the game. 2-1 here in the State Cup final. Initially, that was a free kick that didn't quite make it to the mark, but it made its way back. Number 1, Keating Holland kept it alive, and it found its way to Maverick Bazzi, and he did the rest. Just a few moments to go until halftime, and it's 2-1. New ball game here in Saginaw. Who scores next, you feel, is vital here in this matchup. 2-1 after the Revs went up 2-0 to start this one off. Both teams been very solid and able to defend, pass, and attack. Pretty well-rounded teams here. You can see why they've done so well to get to this point in the competition. That's looking forward for that number 1, Keating Holland. There's a couple slips there, and it makes its way to Pulowski. Left-footed cross goes over the head of his teammates. Cleared, but not well. Still in the box. It's in a mess of legs. Keating Holland puts a shot on goal, bounces off the goalkeeper's chest. But in the end, Luke Koshman able to pounce on that rebound. The momentum swinging in the way of the team who just goal scored, Bazzi. Down the right-hand side. Played a little too quickly and doesn't quite connect, but it might still work out for them. Right-footed cross is blocked, but it goes back to him. Right-footed strike. Goes just over the bar. There was a couple efforts there by Mason Bonema, the number 73 on this right-hand attacking side for the Revs. (2-1) as we stand here in the State Cup final. Heavy tackle on the far side, number 43, Jaden Bennett, doing his thing and winning his team a throw-in. Keating Holland does well to get his body in between the defender and the ball and was able to carry for a moment, but Revolution getting some help in defense there. Number 13, Hudson Hall, coming in there to take care of business and clean it up. And the top defenders on this side. Number 13 there. That throw and goes in the box. Keating Holland on the ball. Can they get the equalizer before the halftime break? On that right-hand channel. Well cut out there by the Revs defense. Good teamwork to get the ball back. Right-footed cross. Looking for Bazzi. Headed away. Tigers piling on late first half pressure. Ball's very slippery here. And there's a collision there, and referee's reaching for a card. And number 17, Luzana, receiver of that yellow card. First yellow card for the Tigers, now standing at 1 apiece for these teams. And it's another yellow card. That might have been for Yoshida. Seen plenty of yellow cards for talking back to the referee this weekend. That might come up in the second half. Could be in the match of the day highlights. Why did they show that random yellow card in the first half? It's like, well, maybe it plays a part here later in the mismatch. But we play on. 2-1 in favor of the team in white, going from left to right. We're just seconds away from the halftime whistle. Strong header there by Hall. Well played down the left-hand side. Can they connect? Good defense there from the Revs number 9. Looked like they might get in behind there, the Tigers. Some good composure on the ball there from that Tigers player. He had white shirts surrounding him. Kept the ball for the Tigers. Some good possession play, but the Revs do eventually win it back. Tigers putting that defend from the front on display, and a late set piece on the side of the attacking box here for the Tigers, as I believe we're in stoppage time in the first half here. What can they put together here? All but the Tigers goalkeeper in the attacking half. The Tigers goalkeeper into the center circle. What can they put together here? Can they get the equalizer off this late set piece? Put into the box. Goalkeeper coming, misses it. It's loose in the box. Comes out for a shot, and it's in! Number 17 for the Tigers, Leaf Luzana ties it up, but they're calling offsides. The referee's going to the linesman. He saw something in the mix. There was a great finish there from the Tigers. Luzana.
Can't be offside, that's ridiculous! It hit the defender, referee!
So that one's going to be chalked off. No equalizer for us.
How can it be offside? It hit the defender,
Referee coming for an explanation.
It can't be offside, it's impossible! The defender changed
Referee Jeremy Schultz coming over to talk to Barry Scott.
What is the function? But off the field, the function of the defender is still offside. Number one doesn't line of vision of the keeper. There's no way.
They're saying number 1,
Oh my God, you guys are shocking.
Keating Holland, was in the way of the goalkeeper in an offside position, ruling the goal out. So no equalizer. That was a great connection with the ball there from Luzana. That's how you draw it up from that kind of a free kick. The loose ball comes to the top of the box, and right-footed strike hits the back of the net, but ruled off for And offside. 2-1 it remains here in Saginaw. It's a high floater headed away. And there is the halftime whistle. And an exciting 40 minutes here in the U15 Elite State Cup Final. We're going to catch our breath, have a bit of a drink of water, and come back. The score at halftime reads MFA Revolution 2, Michigan Tigers 1. Welcome back in live coverage, MSYSA State Cup Final. We're returning for the second half of the U15 Elite Final between MFA Revolution and the Michigan Tigers. A East versus West battle, and a battle between the previous two champions. Score reads 2-1 as the Revolution got 2 goals within a few moments at the beginning of the match. Goals from Levi Rodriguez and Trier Fritz. And then moments before halftime, the Tigers got on the board with a goal from Maverick Bazzi. The blood got pumping a little bit moments before halftime in first half stoppage time. The Tigers looked like they had equalized, but the referee waved it off for offsides as a volley from a set play came out to the right foot of Leif Luanza. He hit the back of the net, but is ruled out for offside as a player was interfering with the goalkeeper. So it remains at 2-1. And a slight delay here in kickoff. Not sure what we're waiting for here, but as we wait, my name's Robert Kerr alongside Sports Video USA. Field 7 action, U15 Elite State Cup Final underway. The second half is 2-1. The Revolution in all white going from right to left here in the second half. Tigers left to right. And here's Rodriguez, opening goal scorer, passes to the right. Looking for the other goal scorer, Trier Fritz. And cleared away by the Tigers center back for the first corner of this second half. Both of these teams will be advancing to the regional championship in Kansas in 3 weeks' time. The winner gets an automatic bid, and then with Ohio's departure from the region, there is a wild card, and the runner-up of this match also qualifying for the regional championships. Early corner to defend for the Tigers. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger up to the penalty area and headed away. Looks like the Tigers are going to try to break fast here to the right-hand side. Going long, but not accurate. Looking for the run of Keating Holland. Target not hit. I think that was Henry Fuse looking for that run. The second 40-minute half now underway.
Let's go, Keating! Channel your inner gridiron, Keating!
Should update you viewers that the Tigers head coach, Barry Scott, received a yellow card at halftime when he attempted to challenge the referee on that disallowed goal in injury time. Tigers looking to get that equalizer. Here's Yoshida going right. Fuse gives chase. The ball slows down on the grass. Goes over the goalkeeper. He punches. Tigers retain possession, making goalkeeper Luke Koshman come out for that. That was a good cross. Fuse really put it in that spot where the goalie has to make a decision to come out or stay, and he came out, punched well. Tigers retaining possession in the attacking half. They throw it in the side of the box. Players tripped, no call. And they turn into the box. There's players available. Swing and a miss there on that shot attempt. That ball popped up on that Tigers defender. And now here come the Revolution. Rodriguez plays it along for Fritz. Stays along. Rodriguez crosses. But too close to goalkeeper Leandro Carmarena. That was number 19 in white is Alistair Allen. He's playing down that left-hand side. And then number 21, Peyton Dragu, whistled for a foul there here on the halfway line. Center back Quid Collins to take this free kick. Might go long here. Said this in the first half. Both teams are impressive with all the phases of play. They're competent with the ball at their feet. They've got some good passing to them. We've seen some good examples of some good solid defending and attacking plays. Nice to see. It was a very entertaining first half of play. See if that second half can match that. So far, looks like it might. It's number 1, Keating Holland. He's been showing a lot of determination in this match thus far. One of the key contributors to this Tigers team. Like I said, coming out of the break, this Revolution side won this competition in 2023, and the Tigers won in 2022. Revolution trying to get out of their half. Not easy to do so with defensive efforts like that on the Tigers. It's played down the line, stays in. The Tigers won a corner there, some nous there. They played the clearance off the on-rushing, attacking defender. That one just skips away from Tiger striker Holland. That throw is cut out and sent over the head of Keating Holland. Hudson Hall, the center back number 13 for the Revolution, did well to shepherd the ball back to his goalkeeper once again. He did that at least once in the first half to great effect. Right-footed punt goes well over half, and the ball's bopping around here in the center of the park, and it falls to the right-hand side. Here's Fuse. He put in a nice cross a few moments ago. That one is blocked, though. It would really set this match on fire if the Tigers were able to equalize. They thought they had at the first half stoppage time. It looked like Leif Uzana had brought his team level, but ruled offside. So it's 2-1. Tigers still looking for that equalizer. It's in the box. They might still do it. Yoshida brought down for a penalty. The Tigers with an opportunity to level this up. Kato Yoshida, the Tigers attacker, brought down in the penalty area. Referee Jeremy Schultz, without any doubt on that call. So it'll be Kato Yoshida, the player who drew the foul. Stepping up to take this penalty. He'll be looking to beat goalkeeper Luke Koshman here. It'll be a right-footed effort. And a save by Koshman. Rebound, double save. It's still alive, and my goodness, double save from goalkeeper Luke Koshman to keep the lead for the Revs. He chose the right direction. The shot was towards the corner, but he got low and he spread himself and was able to get himself in the way for that follow-up attempt. Looking for Keating Holland once again into that Revolution box. Tigers not giving up, working so hard for that equalizer. The Tigers, those goals they gave up in the first half, the first goals they've given up in this competition this year. And they've reacted well, never hung their heads, got them fired up. And they've got themselves a second half corner here. Some heroic goalkeeping there, though, you have to admit, from Luke Koshman in the Revolution goal. Spectacular save. And did well to follow it up with the second one. That corner doesn't provide any threat, though, as it goes in behind the Revolution goal. It relieves a bit of the pressure for a goal kick. Alistair Allen keeps it in bounds. Looking for the run. Levi Rodriguez. Player scored, open the scoring here today. And it'll be a Revolution corner this time. Tigers don't want to concede another here. He's that corner sent long over though. The margins here razor thin in this U15 Elite State Cup final. 2-1 in favor of the team in white, the Revolution from Grand Rapids, and white going from right to left. The narrowest of margins over the team from Ann Arbor, Michigan Tigers, in the dark going from left to right, and that's a foul. Things getting testy here as the intensity ramps up here in the second half. Roughly 10 minutes into this 40-minute second half. Tigers required to do some defending here. Free kick, looped in with the right foot. Headed away there by the Tigers defense. That clearance attempt out of bounds here. Went into the Tigers cheering section. Knocked ahead. Misplayed for a second by the Revolution player, but recovered well. Good turn there by the number 8. A curling right-footed pass into the Tigers box, and well defended there. Number 14, Ben Pawlowski, the captain of the team. Showing some good defensive prowess there, but that was a pretty pass by the number 8 in white, Trey Kurnow. Nice turn and outside of the right foot pass. Curled beautifully on this grass surface along the ground. Nice to see that. Left foot across down the touchline. Taken care of by Hudson Hall. 4.0 student is the number 13 in white. Hudson Hall has the ball skip over his foot. Back pass. Forces a scuffed clearance out. Tigers take the throw quickly. Got player in the box. Can they find him? Left-footed low cross, too close to Koshman. Koshman showed some heroic goalkeeping, making a double save from a Tigers penalty. Looked like the Tigers might get that equalizer that they've been working so hard for. But he saved the penalty from Yoshida, and then the follow-up shot he saved as well, keeping this game at 2-1 in favor of the Revolution. All goals coming in the first half.
Be active, Henry.
Find the right side.
Good idea. And again.
Thank you for joining us here on the MSYSA YouTube channel. My name is Robert Kerr, alongside Sports Video USA. From a bit of a dreary Saginaw, Michigan. Light rain and clouds. Temps in the 60s. That ball squirts into the Tigers box, but goalkeeper Camarena out quick enough to deal with it. Long ball looking for that front three. The number 44, Henry Fuse, in a lot of space here on the near side. Unable to get it across the field to him, as that slide tackle is whistled. I'm not sure why, if that was a foul, unless there was something before that slide, but that looked fair from this angle. We are on the opposite side, though. Headed away by the big number 5, Quinn Collins. He's been solid here. Revolution showing some composure on the ball. Nice pass, very dangerous to the top of the box. Trying to dribble their way in, and a right-footed effort goes over the bar. That looked to be opening goal scorer Levi Rodriguez. The ball was kind of stuck between the defense and offensive players there at the top of the 18-yard box, and fell to Rodriguez, but just over the bar. That pass is forced wide and out of bounds by the pressing Revolution player. Oh, bit of a misplay there by the Revolution player. But foul goes against Holland. Number 10 in white, Noah Pedersen, got the call and said something to the referee. We got the call, but also a yellow card. You don't see that all that often. Receive a call and a foul on you.
Keep working.
Number 5 in white stands over the ball. Alexander Mone, who also has a yellow card to his name, stands over this free kick. Right footer sent into the box. Goalkeeper has to come and take it, and he does. Going quickly. Tigers clear. Henry Fuse giving chase here. One of the things that Coach Barry Scott told me was they do a lot of defending from the front, and that was evident there. Still battling. They faced a lot of adversity trying to get this second goal, the Tigers. Under some pressure here now, though. Turnover in the middle of the park. Neither team able to get a hold of it here. Good turn there by number 19 in white. They're calling that a foul against the Tigers player. Looked like a collision. Goes against the defending team. And here's a yellow card for 43 in white, or in dark. That's Jaden Bennett getting the yellow. It was a nice turn there by Revolution's Alistair Allen to set that opportunity up. Double sub coming from the team trailing. Number 18, Ben Zampi coming into the game, as does number 6, Stefanos Fasatsian. They're going to have to defend a dangerous free kick from Alexander Mone here. This is an ideal position to take a shot. Free kick taken. Mone got it up and over the wall expertly, but goalkeeper Leandro Camarena read it well and got his body over, was able to smother. Henry Fuse open here on the right-hand side. Ball slows down on this grass nicely for him. Tries to get the service in, it's blocked. Deflected to the top of the box. Fuse there late, but no foul. Tigers win it back. Looking for Keating. Hudson Hall defending well. A lot of chirping going on out there. But that's offside. We're into the final quarter of this U15 Elite State Cup final. Score reads 2-1 in favor of the Revolution. The Revs jumped to a 2-0 lead in the first half, and Tigers piled on the pressure, got one. Thought they got in the second, but it was 2-1 at halftime. They thought they got in a second again in the second half when they got a penalty, but Revolution goalkeeper came up with a miraculous double save. As Tigers get into the Revolution box. And here's an opportunity in front of the goal. It squirts in front. Still no second goal. So many opportunities. There were so many bodies in the box. You think somebody would have put it in for the Tigers, but can't get it over the line a second time yet. And here come the Revolution down the right-hand side. There's Rodriguez offside, but the defense had it cut out. Good call by the linesman on the far side to raise his flag on Rodriguez, who opened the scoring here today. About 20 minutes to go here in Saginaw for the 2024 State Cup final. These two teams, the last two winners of this competition, haven't faced each other, funnily enough, until today. All the Tigers playing in the attacking half except for the goalkeeper. Right-footed strike is blocked. The Tigers defender needs to get here or it's trouble. Tries to foul. Doesn't get him. But that pass just too strong for Levi Rodriguez. Rolls to the goalkeeper, who plays it quickly. Hudson Hall goes over the top of Keating Holland, and the referee does eventually blow for that foul. Game definitely heating up. A chilly day here in Central Michigan.
Put it on goal, Kaito! Take a shot!
Tigers cheering section trying to will the ball over the line. A couple times it seemed destined to come between the penalty and that flurry of activity in front of the goal moments ago. I'm still not quite sure how that didn't go in. There was a lot of players in that 6-yard box. The ball was free, and another save. And it's not in again. Luke Koshman saving the day once again, and on the follow-up saved by his defenders. Everybody chirping at the ref. Both teams not agreeing with anything. Referee talking to the linesman. It's called a corner. Neither side happy with the events that just happened. Somehow the ball just not going in for that second time. Here's a right-footed corner. Taken into the danger zone. Over the goalkeeper. Goes to Fuse. Knocked away by the Revolution defense. Knocked. Towards Keating Harding. Goes baseline. Gets knocked down again. But they call it against the Tigers. Not sure if that was a foul or an offside there. The assistant referee was obscured by the bench for us here in our vantage point. The Tigers have done well to keep the frustration at bay. At least the players have. Because they've come so close on so many occasions to an equalizer and haven't been able to get it over the line. Still have time, roughly 15 minutes to go here. Here's Keating Harding into the box once again. Gets baseline, blocked out by two defenders. Revolution do well to clear their lines there. Tigers able to get penetration, though, each time they attack. They seem to be getting into the box over and over again. This was a bit of a hairy moment for the Tigers goalie, but they're dealing with it well. Here's Yoshida looking long. Here's Fuse. Just a little too long for him. As Revolution coach George Money looks to change up his lineup and slow things down a little bit with a substitution. Substitution coming from both sides. In fact, Patrick Sawyer comes in for Maverick Bazzi, the Tigers goal scorer on the day. But as we restart, it'll be a Tigers throw in deep. Cross comes in. Here's Yoshida. Doesn't land for a shooting opportunity, though. Cleared by the Revs. Rodriguez pokes it away. Goalkeeper has to make a play here. He does well. Plays it to the left. Safely out of bounds. He's well out of his box as the Tigers are pressing. And he comes to the right-hand side. And it looked like there was foul behind the ball as the Revolution get a whistle. My eyes followed the ball towards that play in the box, but whistle behind the ball. Must have been a late challenge.
Referee, just aware of the time. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
So Money over the ball. Tigers got to defend. Right-footed curler headed away. Looked like Moni thought about the shot for a moment and pulled it down, and is playing the ball, goes out for a goal kick. Sent long by Tigers defender, headed by the Tigers number 11. Tigers, eyes up the field. The long ball attempt blocked. Here's Rodriguez. Goes to the right-hand side. Looking to get number 19 on the ball in the box. The goalkeeper's coming out. He slides with his feet. Does enough to poke it wide. Oh, really good defensive help there. And a foul called. And the Tigers defender grabbed at number 19, Alistair Allen, who was in some good space on the left and got some good service there. But another free kick for the Tigers to defend. Here's big number 5, Alexander Moni, amongst the 4.0 students here on the field today.
Extend that line up a bit, Zambi. We're too deep. Get the line up.
Camarena has that fizz off his fists out for a corner.
We got it, Steph. We're too deep. Get us up.
Roughly 10 minutes to go here in this very exciting State Cup final. That's defended at the near post by Sawyer. Revolution still with it. Moni puts in a right-footed delivery, floats over the goalkeeper. He gets one hand to it. This is dangerous. Revolution, left footer, saved and then cleared off the line by the Tiger defense. And they're whistling for a penalty? I didn't see the incident. Looked like a save and a clearance, but I think maybe the defender who cleared it might have been a foul. Not sure what was called there. Looked at the delay on the stream as Alexander Moni steps up, trying to make it 3-1 for the Revolution. And it looks like a red card is in the referee's hand. He's looking for somebody. Oh, we're overhearing that it was a handball. Referee Jeremy Schultz coming to consult his linesman. Trying to overhear.
Hits his hand. It's not a deliberate handball. If he's sliding.
So overhearing a sliding player handballed. But they're red carding the player. So the Tigers have been really up against it in this game. And this number 18 for the Tigers, Ben Zampi, getting the red there. Apparently there was a handball in that sequence in the box. Goalkeeper Leandro Camarena will be called to action as Alexander Moni steps to take. It's been 2-1 for a long time. We're getting to the final stages of this match and could be the death blow. Right-footed attempt, and it goes into the back of the net. And it's 3-1 in favor of the Revolution. So Moni hits it from the penalty spot. Makes it 3-1. Between 5 and 10 minutes to play in regulation.
Hey, let's have some clean passes all the way to the goal.
Hey, come on, let's go. Come on, keep working. Let's go.
It's 3-1. Tigers have been battling for their second goal for most of this match.
Everybody, let's relax. Disconnect.
Since the 36th minute. They looked a team more likely to score, did the Tigers, but it ends up being the Revolution to get that next goal.
Gotta dig deep.
Hold on. Two on.
Number 10 in white. Fierce competitor, one of the players of shorter stature on the field, but makes up for it. And here he is on the ball. Pedersen. Feeds Rodriguez. And Camarena comes out and blasts that away with his left foot. This is offside. Anyway. So it'll be a free kick in favor of the Tigers. They got to hurry the action now. Played up past Sawyer. That's a floater high off the crossbar, and it's in! 2-1! Number 11, Patrick Sawyer makes it 2-1 with only a few minutes left in the State Cup final. Patrick Sawyer put in the rebound, the high floating ball.
He's delaying time down there.
The Tigers sent in a long, hopeful ball that floated and floated in the air, came off the square crossbar. And another conversation for the referee. But despite the conversation, it looks like it stands.
Hey, we need shots on goal. Let's go.
So, possible grandstand finish here. It took them a long time, almost this whole second half. The Tigers got that second goal. After having so many well-worked chances, it's wild that kind of a fluky moment led to that second goal. Sometimes you need that luck, especially in a one-off match. Looking for that third now. Re-energized these Tigers are for these last moments of the match. Some nervous energy now from the Rebs, you feel. Number 44 is knocked to the floor. Henry Fuse draws a foul here, and they'll have a free kick deep here in near the corner. Almost everybody for the Tigers in and around the box. Taken, floating, high, caught. Good catch by Koshman. Pretty close to his goal line there. He punts it. Rodriguez dispossessed there. And it just rolls off the foot of Henry Fuse.
Let's check the time, Ralph.
Rodriguez. His pass is cut out.
Wrap your foot around the ball, clip it down the line. Come on, man! It's the little things! Wait! Step! Step!
Out! That was out! That was out!
On the left-hand side, Revolution are attacking. Into the box, low cross, cleared away. Here's Pedersen. He's been very strong on the ball in this game. Clearance is blocked, but here's Fuse. It's going to be a tight one here. The Revolution sliding and tackle attempt. Wins the ball back in an important spot. Rodriguez keeps the ball. But he actually ends up turning it over.
Kaito, we need better quality, son. Come on, Kaito. Higher, Milo.
Final few moments here in the U15 Elite State Cup Final. A 3-2 in favor of the team in white, going from right to left. The Michigan Revolution. The Tigers in the dark going from left to right, desperately trying to get that third goal and force overtime. We're approaching the end of regulation now. Sawyer finds a teammate, gets the ball back, steps away from pressure, crosses the field. Here's Henry Fuse. Will the ball slow down for him? He makes it there. Can he get service into the box? He's got a defender in his way. He gets around him. Left-footed cross. Center finds Keating. Right-footed strike. Block. Left-footed strike. And it's in the back of the net. 3-3 here in the State Cup Final. He's worked so hard. And the number 1 for the Tigers gets that third goal. 3-3. Can you believe it? It took a lot of hard work and a lot of close calls, but this Tigers side has found the equalizer. Stoppage time equalizer here. Yes, on top of that, in amongst all the action, can't forget that the Tigers are down a player through all this. There was a red card given to a Tigers player in the sequence that led to the Revolution's third goal from the penalty spot. But it's 3-3 now. That ball hits Keating in the chest. Is there any more late game dramatics here? Second half stoppage time. One more goal would be insane.
Hey, relax. Josh, take a second. Relax, Josh.
Don't play pass.
No, just play back.
Dirty. Pass on both. Point. Don't play pass.
Keating, do you need water?
The game's going
Do you need water?
Come on, you're embarrassing now.
3-3 stoppage time. Tigers looking for that fourth.
He touched it out of bounds in the air.
Revolution played down this near touchline. And it's deflected by Yoshida out of bounds.
Settled that ball out of bounds.
Late game substitution. Harry Fuse coming off for number 9, Ethan Zhu.
Hey, come on. Like 10
Allen plays it down the left. Still with the Revolution, deep in the left. Cross comes in. Keeper Leandro Camarena able to secure that one. He plays it quickly. It's into the center circle. The Tigers looking for that fourth goal. Poke down the left-hand side. Hudson Hall takes care of business at the back. And it'll be a throw-in for the Revolution. Dramatic stuff. 7 at the Michigan State Youth Soccer Association State Cup 2024. Breeze coming in. Looks like rain on the horizon here behind us. As this ball falls into the box, is there more late game heroics as the number 21 for the Revolution, Peyton Dragoo, went for the spectacular there, but is whistled for dangerous play. Well, into stoppage time now. It's cold, heavy wind picks up here. Left-footed ball. They get into the box. Here's Rodriguez. Low, heavy cross, cleared. And there is the full-time whistle in the U15 Elite State Cup Final, and it reads 3-3 between the Revolution and the Tigers. Dramatic stuff here. We're going to take a moment, catch our breath. We'll come back with 2 15-minute overtime periods. And if there's no winner, penalty shootout. Back in a moment here for the conclusion of this one here in Saginaw. Okay, U15 Elite State Cup final between MFA Revolution and Michigan Tigers is headed to two 15-minute overtime periods. Dramatic stuff in regulation, 3-3 the score. Here in this first 15-minute period, the Michigan Tigers in the dark strips will be going from right to left. MFA Revolution in white from left to right. It took a stoppage time equalizer from the Tigers to get here. And they'll have to play this overtime period down a man as Ben Zampi was given a red card in the second half, ruled to have stopped a goal with his hand. So he was shown the red card, which led to the MFA Revolution converting a penalty, making it 3-1. And then the Tigers, down a man, rallied, put just about everything you could imagine into the comeback and made it 3-3, and that's where we stand. Hudson Hall, no nonsense stuff. Uses his right boot to clear it out as it is wet, windy, and increasingly cold here in Saginaw, Michigan. Hopefully there's not too much wind interference on the microphone, as it is getting blustery here. Equipment getting wet too, so hopefully we hang in there. I'm getting the thumbs up. I've had to shuffle a couple times as the wind and the rain is kind of coming from different directions now. Two 15-minute periods, and if it's still tied, we'll go to a shootout. The Revolution put it in a box. Doesn't connect. That was dangerous, though, for a moment. Deflected cross goes harmlessly into the arms of goalkeeper Leandro Camarena. Both of these benches have received yellow cards. The assistant for the Revolution and then head coach for the Tigers. Of course, there was that red card that I mentioned earlier, and a couple players on each side with yellows as well. Keaton Harding. Keating Holland, the scorer of the third and equalizing goal. In the box. Goalkeeper Luke Kochman sends it away. He's played a part in getting the team to this point. Made a double save from penalty earlier in the match. Made a couple saves in regulation time to keep his team in the match. The penalty save especially spectacular as he was at full stretch to his right-hand side and was able to get his body in the way of the follow-up shot. Just one of many events in this match. These first games of the day have been very exciting this weekend. It's day 2 of our coverage of the MSYSA State Cup Final, and this is dangerous for a moment. As Pedersen got in behind the defense and looked to square it in front of the goal, but Tigers goalkeeper able to hold on to it. Similar conditions now to kickoff with the breezy rain. The Tigers not in any hurry now that they're down a man for this overtime period. Poked away there by the Tigers defense. Chipped ahead for Keating Holland. Rolls away from there, and Kochman puts a no-nonsense clearance up into the attacking half. Here's Allen on the left-hand side. He backheels it to Pedersen. It's deflected and bouncing in the box. And Camarena does just enough to get there ahead of the attacking Revolution player. Looks like there's a cramp behind the play. As here come the Tigers. Into the box. Hudson Hall there once again, as he has been most of the game.
What time we got?
Everybody animated here on both sidelines. We're surrounded by the Tigers supporting section and on the other side of the bench, so sounds you're hearing definitely from the Tigers sideline. Here's Rodriguez looking his head up, looking for Allen. Gets a return pass from Allen. Rodriguez tries to center, cleared away by 12, Dark. Rodriguez to the right. There's a man in space here. But some more good defending from the Tigers, who hadn't given up a goal in this tournament until this game. And you can see why. There's some dogged defending going on out there. Number 12, Silva amongst those. Haven't said his name much, but he's been integral to the defense here today. It's House Pulowski, number 14. And the number 5, Quinn Collins. Have all been immense. They're under pressure again here, though. They're going baseline. Is they're calling a foul? Is that inside or outside of the box, though?
He's not even 70 pounds soaking wet.
As that's a yellow card to the defender there. That looks to be just outside of the box on the side. I think that's number 9, Zhu, who's getting that yellow card. Pedersen was taken down there right near the end line and the edge of the penalty area. More defending to do, as I think we're in stoppage time of this first overtime period. 15 minutes still to play after a short break here on Field 7, Saginaw Township Soccer Complex. A lot of white shirts in the box. All the shirts in the attacking half. And there's a scrum of bodies and the ball stays out of the net. That was a mad scramble. Number 12 on the ground, Josh Silva holding his face behind the play. Calling the trainer over.
Looks like a red card.
That free kick was some serious danger. And there was bodies and bodies in the way. Camarena, the goalkeeper, in the mix, but the ball not crossing the line. An epic scramble there in front of net. As the trainer in the cart does come over, is number 12, Josh Silva. He's holding his face. He's up on his feet, though, heading to the sideline. Number 43, Jane Bennett, coming into the game for Silva. Deep into stoppage time of this first 15-minute overtime period. Silva up on the sideline talking to the trainer here. He looks all right. They're giving him, I think, concussion protocol testing. Going through the motions there. Thankfully, he doesn't look to be in serious condition. And whenever you see a player holding their face behind the ball, you get worried. And that's the overtime number 1 in the books. 15 minutes to play in the U15 Elite State Cup Final. 3 goals apiece. The Tigers down to 9 men. We'll catch our breath. We'll be back for the conclusion of this match in just 1 moment. And we're back here for the final 15 minutes of overtime in the U15 Elite State Cup Final between the Revolution and the Michigan Tigers. We sit at 3 goals apiece. The Tigers down 2 players, so it's an 11-on-3 or 11-on-9 battle here for the rest of this match. Dramatic stuff here in this match. These two, the previous 2 champions. Tigers winning in 22, Revolution 23. That's cut out by Yoshida, who's been very impressive in this game. With 2 players short, one would anticipate that the Tigers are just trying to see this one out. As number 9, Ethan Zhu comes out. Number 17, Leaf Luzana comes into the game. Luzana looked to have tied it at 2 early in the match, but his strike was disallowed for offside. This is a Revolution. Had their 3-1 lead eliminated in the dying moments of regulation to make this one 3-3. And if you're just joining us, it's been a heck of a game. My name is Robert Kerr alongside Sports Video USA here on the MSYSA State Cup Final. Or MSYSA YouTube channel, rather. Both teams will advance to the regional championship in Overland Park, Kansas in 3 weeks' time. The winner, automatic bid, and then the runner-up will get the wild card bid. Because we have another substitution. Josh Silva checks in. Number 43. Jaden Bennett coming out. Silva shaken up there in that first extra time period. Good to see him able to come back in the game. Will we see an overtime goal, or will this come down to kicks from the mark? You'd always like to see it finished in open play. The pressure and intensity of penalty shootout can be a bit much. So you'd like to see open play decide. But like I said at the open, Tigers down to 9 players to finish this match off. They kind of sprung to life when they were reduced to 10 near the end of regulation. That's when the comeback came, when they were down 1 man. But number 11, Patrick Sawyer, saw a straight red, which surprised most everybody here. They fouled at the halfway line, and definitely a yellow, but got a straight red, so they're down 2. Here's Hudson Hall. No Revolution players in their defensive half besides their goalkeeper, Luke Kochman. All of the Tigers players in and around their box. Sent in by Moni. That's a great pass. And it looked like number 19, Alistair Allen, was destined to get ahead on that, but doesn't make the connection. That was quite a ball there from Moni. Hard to defend that one. Angled ball. Back post run. Doesn't make the connection. It remains 3-3 here in this final. Tigers definitely in no rush to get going here. Everyone except for goalkeeper Luke Kochman in this side of the field. Tigers dark, going from left to right. Revolution in white, from right to left.
Are you kidding?
Come on, Rob. Watch number 2. Worry about the field, buddy.
Jimmy, watch your left shoulder.
Here come the Revolution trying to get to that left side, but cleared by the Tigers' defensive line. Good tenacity from Yoshida, but it remains with the Revs. Moni sprays it wide to the right. Here's Rodriguez. Some great defending once again by Collins. It'll be a corner.
Center! A1 Sean Milo! Center! Good! Hey, organize! Win this! Keenan, drop out! Keenan!
Need to stay tight defensively, the Tigers, if they want to keep this out. Clearance only goes as far as Levi Gunnell. Chips it in, but that doesn't connect with any of his attacking teammates. Gunnell chipped it up. His teammate heads it back. Hudson Hall plays it wide right. Down the line, getting into attacking third is Pedersen. Gets into the box. Gets around one defender, but great cover by Ben Pulowski. Another corner to defend for the Tigers.
Watch 13 coming in.
Here's a Revolution. Back in the box, right-footed strike. Deflected in behind the net, and looks like that's going to be get another corner. The pressure ratcheting up on the Tigers' goal here. It's Peyton Dragoo looking to take this corner with his left foot. Got to keep their mettle. Be this defending team. That's spilled by the goalie and into the back of the net. Unfortunate sequence of events. The goalkeeper's been very solid. And it's 4-3 in overtime. And it looks like Moni again getting the touch on that. Henry Fuse and Leaf Luzana back in the game. Josh Silva coming out, as did another. For the Revs, looks like Pedersen's coming off. Fuse is dispossessed there. That runs past Rodriguez, who's got speed. One-on-one with Collins. Coming down the left-hand side, slows it up, crosses just ahead of Allen. And that's a late slide there. And another yellow coming for 73, Bonema. Four 4-3 here in the second overtime period between the Revs and the Tigers. East versus West battle here. First time these teams have met. I think both sides will remember this encounter. So the Tigers with their 9 players were hanging back, but now that they're down, they're having to push out, which will make them susceptible to conceding more, but it's the gamble that they have to take. Hudson Hall plays it out of bounds. He has been covered so often in this game. Tigers lose the ball there, and here come the Revs looking to get that killer goal here. Here's number 8 getting into the box, in behind the defense, left-footed strike, hits the side netting. That's Trey Curnow, center mid. Tigers wanted to go quick there, but center referee gonna pull it back. And here comes another yellow.
You gotta have something to say about this now. This is crazy.
And then that yellow card goes to the goalkeeper for dissent after he wanted to take that goal kick quickly. Play down the right. Revs, though, get on the ball. Rodriguez gets away from a sliding challenge, slips, gets into the box, crosses it, saved. Played to the right. Here's Yoshida. That's out. Peyton Dragoo to throw in for the Revs. Score 4-3 in the second half of overtime. Moaning, who's got 2 goals on the day. To take, he puts in a curler, which will go wide of the goal. Dangerous ball, though, if there was someone running in there. Put in a dangerous area. As they're going to make him pull that one back again. That ball was rolling when they tried to take that goal kick. Sent long. Definitely desperation mode, but they equalized at in stoppage time and then to regulation to make it 3 apiece. Can the Tigers do it again? They'll have to defend some more, though. Here's Rodriguez. Offside.
Okay, 2 feet. Turn. Break lines. Higher, Henry. Keelan. Okay, Joe, you got it, Chase. Just so go big. That's the point. Go big. Everything goes big.
Out!
Higher, Keelan. Push, Steve-O.
Tigers looking to pull off another late dramatic equalizer. Down 2 players. They've seemingly been up against it for much of this match. Can they make another chance? And they get a corner here. Another opportunity to try to get an equalizer, try to push this State Cup final into a penalty shootout.
You got it, Tigers! 1 more minute!
Getting near stoppage time here. Not many opportunities left. You gotta make this delivery count. Here's Henry Fuse. Goes in, floats over the goalie, and it's in! 4-4, can you believe it? Unreal! Another late equalizer. Not sure who got that touch, but I'm in a little bit of stunned disbelief here that 9-player Michigan Tigers able to find another late last gasp equalizer. 4-4 in the U15 Elite. Coach Barry Scott's team refuses to lose. Everybody was up the field, including goalkeeper Leandro Camarana. And it looks like he's injured himself in the celebrations as he's down in the corner. And the trainer's being called out. The player is helping him stretch out over on the far side. Not sure who got that 4th equalizing goal. But here we are. Goalie caught a cramp in his celebrations in the corner. And he's getting the goalie. They're trying to stretch out a cramp, but they're having a hard time getting them right. We've seen quite a few unique things this weekend. We still have 3 games to go here on the MSYSA Field 7 YouTube channel. My name is Robert Kerr alongside Sports Video USA crew here. I can't believe we've got 3 more to go. This game has been quite the marathon. This goal scoring sequence went 1-0 Revs, 2-0 Revs, 2-1 at halftime. There's a few dramatic moments, including a save penalty and a disallowed goal. When it went 3-1, it looked like Tigers were doomed, but there was a red card and a penalty and made it 3-1, and then that sparked a comeback in regulation, go 3-2, and then in stoppage time it went 3-3. We went scoreless through the first overtime period, but we did see the first, or the second red card, I should say. There was a red card in regulation, a second red card in the first overtime period. Michigan Tigers played down 2 players for the whole second overtime period. And then just moments ago, the Tigers equalized at 4 goals apiece. And now we're in a delay as Tigers goalkeeper Leandro Camarana looks to have injured himself in the celebrations of the equalizing goal. Hopefully it's not serious. They were stretching him out. It looked like it was cramp. But the trainer's over there trying to get him on his feet, but they're having a hard time getting him going. This game time running to 2.5 hours now. 8:30 kickoff, and it is now 11 a.m. Eastern. Here on June 2nd, 2024. 2 teams that refuse to lose going hammer and tong, as they say. Both teams, though, will advance to the regional championship in Overland Park, Kansas in 3 weeks' time. Sponsors of this event, Dick's Sporting Goods, the official sporting goods retailer and tournament sponsor of Michigan State Youth Soccer Association.
Barry, this is for Leo.
MSYSA sponsors and partners include Under Armour, the official apparel sponsor. Amazon Smile. Shop Amazon Smile and support the MSYSA. Looks like goalkeeper Leandro Camarana is staying in the game. Further sponsors are Sports Forums, taking clubs and leagues paperless with Sports Forums, Wilson Trophy Company, an official award supplier, MSYSA. Quick Goal, VO, and the Soccer Village, as the goalkeeper is making his way back to net. Jana Bennett just subbed in. As there's a bit of a referee linesman conference happening now. Nine-player Michigan Tigers coming back to make this 4-4 in this final. Are there any more dramatics to be had here in open play? 2 minutes to go, I'm being told. Here's Rodriguez, picks his head up, turns, looks, crosses. Plenty of players open for the Revs. They have a 2-man advantage here. Moni pushes it to the right. Not sure what the whistle was there, but the Tigers welcome that. Any break and play is into their advantage. Looking down the right to Henry Fuse. Still not sure who scored that 4th goal for the Tigers, as he was immediately mobbed there. But Fuse's corner played a part in this whole comeback.
Hold it, Henry.
It'll be a Revs throw. The Revs will be desperate to end this in regulation, as they have. This is where they have their advantage. Great step by the Tiger defender. I believe that was Ben Pulowski, who's been a rock. He's the captain. He's come up big on a number of occasions. This Tigers team won't quit. Neither of these teams will quit.
Lee, if you
You got a player down here on the left-hand side, Leaf Luzana. Back on his feet.
Boys, come on, one ball forward, one ball forward.
Amazing that these players can still move after this. Like I said, this game's running time 2.5 hours now. And there is the end of overtime. Penalty kicks to come in this U15 Elite State Cup final. They refuse to lose. What more dramatics will come? Come back in a minute. We'll wrap this up with a penalty shootout. And we're back here for the conclusion, and I mean it this time, for the U15 Elite State Cup Final, tied at 4-4. After overtime, the Michigan Tigers reduced to 9 players by the end of it. 2 red cards and 2 stoppage time equalizers to get us to a penalty shootout. Goalkeepers for the Revolution is Luke Koshman. For the Tigers, Leandro Camarena, who looks to have recovered from the stretch or from his cramp. They were stretching him out in that brief break between overtime and this shootout. And he cramped up during the celebrations of that stoppage time equalizer. He's still stretching out his legs. If you were to pull an advantage, I think maybe goalkeeper advantage goes to Koshman, as Camarena had that leg issue. But both of these teams refusing to lose here and pushing it all the way to the limit. The first clash between these teams will be one for the scrapbook, as it's been quite an event. Stoppage time equalizer in regulation, and then another stoppage time equalizer in overtime. My name's Robert Kerr, happy to be alongside Sports Video USA here on the MSYSA YouTube channel, streaming live and being archived. Both these teams qualifying for the regional championships in 3 weeks' time, but they want to win, and that's clear. The run time of this game 2 hours and 40 minutes now. Seems like a long time since the Revs jumped up to a 2-0 lead in the first half. Tigers made it 2-1 at halftime break. Went 3-1 Revolution. And then after they went down a man, Tigers battled back to 3-3. And each team scored in overtime. And it looks like our first PK will be taken by Tigers, number 10, Yoshida. It'll be Yoshida versus Kashman in the first round of this penalty shootout. He'll take it with his right. Steps up, takes, nails it. 1 for 1. Kashman went the right way, but unable to get a glove on it. He's in an immense game, tall center back for the Tigers. Kashman saved a penalty in regulation. Right-footed strike into the bottom corner. Made that one. Next shooter for the Revolution stepping up. Looks like it's central midfielder Trey Kurnow. Kurnow versus Camarena for the Revs' second kick. And that's in the bottom corner as well. 2 apiece after the second round in this cup final shootout. And it'll be the number 1, the leader of the line for these Tigers. Stepping up next, Keating Holland. To put it past Luke Kashman as we start this third round of penalty kicks. Quiet hush rolls over the field here. It'll be a right footer. And that hits the bottom corner too. 3 for 3 are the Tigers. Well taken penalties thus far in this penalty shootout. It looks like the shooter for the Revs is number 21, Peyton Dragoo. All these players playing such a good game today. So many heroic performances. Plenty of dramatics here today. Dragoo takes it with his left. The goalkeeper got a hand on it, but both teams 3 for 3 here.
Next one.
Leandro Camarena dive in the right direction that time, but unable to keep it out as the fourth shooter for the Tigers steps up, and it's number 6. Stefanos Fashatsian. Four for 4 are the Tigers. Fashatsian very calm there with that take.
Let's go.
Fourth shooter for the Revs stepping up. Central defender Hudson Hall. Another great performance from him. He cleaned up so much along that back line throughout the match. Goalkeeper playing some games here as he's circling around the goal, making Hall wait just a little bit longer to take this one. He has to be careful though. He did receive a yellow, so that would be quite a turn of events as Hall will take with his right, And it's a make 4 for 4. Both teams through 4 rounds in the shootout. And it'll be Henry Few. Henry Few's played so well down this right-hand side, especially down the stretch when his team was down a man. Instrumental to getting his team to this stage of this match. It'll be Fuse versus Koshman in this 5th round of shots. He'll take with his right. Nailed it again. 5 for 5 are the Tigers. Fifth shooter for the Revolution. Center back, Levi Ganell. A miss here ends the game. A make, we go to a 6th round, and it turns into sudden death in this shootout. Ganell versus Camarena, who's gotten his hand on one of these. 5th shot for the Revolution here. He'll take with his right. And it's a make, 5 for 5, as we head into the sudden death segment of this penalty shootout. Neither team will accept defeat, refusing to lose the name of the game here. 6th shooter for the Tigers. Number 14, Ben Pulowski, the captain of the side. Takes the slow walk to the penalty spot. Pulowski looks to be lining up for a left-footed shot. And that's in. 6 for 6 are the Tigers. Looks like the 6th shooter for the Revolution will be number 19, Alistair Allen. Put in a great performance going down that left-hand side attack. Again, sudden death. Any misses from here will signal the end to this marathon of a match. It'll be a right footer. And it's a save! And the Michigan Tigers have won the U15 Elite 2024 State Cup Final. The sideline explodes in celebration as the Tigers go to the corner to celebrate, as they did in their overtime equalizer. An unreal match finally comes to a conclusion, nearing 3 hours in runtime. They finish the game with 9 players, but they come out victorious, and this victory will taste very sweet for Coach Barry Scott, the players. So in conclusion, U15 Elite match between Revolution and Michigan Tigers sees the Michigan Tigers win on penalty shootout 6-5. Until next time.